Great to have you.
Yeah, great to be here.
We decided to move you up from segment 5 to segment 4 so we can make sure that you have plenty of time to talk about all the stuff you want to talk about.
I'm
because
honored.
we know you're on our side.
Yes.
That's right. You're in our corner. Carlos
That's
in our
right.
corner.
Good.
How today?
Well, folks are still calling me. I got a couple calls from friends about the RG&E matter. What I recommend, because I got one of those letters, is to call one of the credit reporting agencies and put your account on what they call as a temporary fraud alert.
All right, let's recap just quickly.
Yes.
If RG&E has had an issue where some of customers' information, personal information, was compromised. A third party had access to all sorts of important information, including your social security number, your account number, that sort of thing. And RG&E sent letters out to customers suggesting that they, among other things, know about the situation, but accept an offer from a credit company that will give you 1 year of coverage with your credit
from
account.
Experian.
Yeah. And we talked about it last week. There was some question as to whether that is the smartest thing to do.
I said the jury's still out on that because if you look at the agreement you have to sign on, there's like 10 pages of boilerplate language. So read the fine print before. But even if you don't sign on to Experian, which is a 1 year free membership, and I put free in quotes, because some of these situations is if you don't cancel at the end of the year, then you agree to another year.
Oh,
so you
okay.
have to be really
Automatic
careful.
renewal.
Automatic renewal.
Yeah.
And you know how those go.
What is it? Seems to me, and correct me if I'm wrong, but it seems to me that someone is making out in this deal. What is in it for whom to sign up for this credit counseling company?
Well, before that, I mean, a scammer having your personal information can make, identity theft is a $40 billion business. Free money for these scammers.
A business that didn't even exist, say, 10 years ago.
Absolutely.
Wow.
And
it
I
may
didn't
have
think
existed,
about
but
this.
not to the prominence that it is now. I'm assuming that RG&E is paying for the 1 year subscription to the monitoring. And all the monitoring is that if someone tries to get credit in your name or purchase things, you'll be notified. It's just like a monitoring service. But anyone who received that letter really should put their accounts on a temporary fraud alert and also get a copy of your credit report, because that's the main thing that you'll find out whether some funny business is going on.
Now, the thing here, though, is though RG&E screwed up, I have to pay to have my credit report searched out.
No,
Can you get it for free?
Yes. If you're a victim of identity theft or you, under the law, you're entitled to one free credit report from the 3 credit reporting agencies every year. If you're a victim, like I am because I got that letter, then I'm sending a letter to the credit reporting agencies, requesting another copy of my report.
Now, what
That's
about
what I
one of those services like freecreditreport.com? Is that legit, or are you better off just going right through Experian and whoever else?
Well, the feds fined at freecreditreport.com because free didn't mean free. When you signed on, you had to pay a fee.
You pay like $1, and then if you don't cancel in 30 days. I did it once. I wanted to pull my credit report, but I just wonder like the legitimacy of it, because it says, oh, you can get all 3 credit scores, and you pay $1, and then if you don't cancel within 30 days, they charge you $15, and it's like $15 a month. And then when you call to cancel, of course, they want to sell you their credit protection service. So I'm assuming that, I just didn't know if somebody wants to get a free copy of their credit report and goes to that site, are they going to get legitimate information, or?
The best way to get a free credit report with no strings attached is www.annualcreditreport.com.
Annualcreditreport.com. Right, we got to link that up to Property Social.
Only way, the most legitimate way that you get your credit report free. I've done it several times. I'm going to do it again with this letter that I just received.
We got the letter, and I've done nothing. Is that okay?
I got all my stuff ready. I just have to sit at my typewriter and my computer and start typing letters.
I've done nothing because I have nothing. So if somebody hacks into my information.
But you may have nothing, but the scammer, remember, is going to use your personal information to get
stuff.
you credit to get stuff.
So doing nothing is the wrong thing to do, then.
Absolutely.
Right, we should do something.
That's what I've been saying.
Steve, today after the show, we're going to sit down.
Yes.
Do something.
And I'm going to ask you about it next week.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
You bet.
But that-
Carlos is in our corner, Steve. So
I know.
we
Yeah.
have to make
There's
sure.
a couple other scams. Did you hear about the New York State lottery scam?
I heard something about this. Yeah, this is a little scary. Go ahead.
Very. The controller of the state of New York, which is Tom DiNapoli, just issued a warning to folks. Scammers upstate. It's funny that a lot of scams start upstate New York.
That's interesting.
No, really. You know, when I was at the Attorney General's office, I always saw a pattern. Things start here and then escalate.
So there's very smart people here, is what that tells
There's
me.
very smart people and there's people with money.
Okay.
Yeah, who want more and they want
more.
yours.
Scammers
Yeah.
want more of your
Yeah.
money. So anyway, they sent a letter out saying you won the mega lottery.
Okay.
And then they included in the letter is a counterfeit check for which the controller's forged signature.
Whoa.
And it's
Okay.
from a
Wow.
bank from New York. And the letter will tell you that you won the lottery, millions of dollars, but you have to wire money back to the scammer to pay for taxes.
Do people
People
really fall
it.
for that? They
Yes,
really do. Because if
many
somebody's
people.
telling me I got to send them money, I get those emails all the time. Like, I've got $450 million locked up in a savings account. If you give me, no.
If I told you, I was talking to one of my colleagues at the AG, and if I told you that over $100,000 goes out probably every week or every month from Rochester alone for these scams,
Maybe we
I'm
should-
not lying.
I would be amazed. I'm amazed
It's really
by that.
unbelievable.
Maybe we should get into this, Steve. Maybe we should
I don't
research it.
recommend it.
Get into
You'll have to
helping
hire me
people?
as a lawyer then.
Oh,
Yeah,
darn
right,
it.
right. And I'm sure they just prey on the elderly in this regard.
Oh, absolutely, and that really gets my blood boiling. And one more thing is the Valentine's Day is coming up.
Oh, yeah,
And
it's this week.
scammers, and scammers also on Facebook. Remember we talked.
What's the
How can you
how do
scam Valentine's
Yeah,
Day?
do tell.
Very easy.
That's what I want to know.
Email on whatever they post. Win a free gift card to Victoria's Secret. $50, but you got to sign on to a link, and once you do that, you get. They'll ask for your personal information, or they'll put a virus in your computer
Right.
and dig up all the I forget the technical.
It's like a link of spyware, and basically they can
excellent.
go in and get all
Yes.
your info off of your
So-
hard drive if you.
If you're gonna buy stuff for Valentine's Day, go to one of our local stores.
Well,
There's
then
Please.
I
Attaboy.
Shop
kinda-
local
All right.
anyway.
I kind of
Attaboy.
feel like a pervert, I don't like to go into the stores and shop. It's kind of a creepy
mean
feeling.
Victoria's Secret?
Yeah,
So
especially
go to
the older I get.
victoriassecret.com.
The older I
I
get,
understand.
my daughter calls me an old creepy old guy. So I don't really want to go into Victoria's Secret shop.
Flowers.
yeah.
Flowers and champagne.
Maybe
That's
that's a
right.
better.
right.
Well,
Maybe
you can walk
gin.
in and get a gift certificate there, or
Yeah.
go online to the site Victoria's Secret. Don't go anywhere else.
Well, he does that on a regular
All right,
basis.
yeah.
I
Oh,
understand.
yeah,
He's a browser, if you know what I mean.
I just browse.